Hello everybody, it's Lori again. I am here to show you another project that I just finished. This one is a Twilight inspired shadow box that I did for a friend of mine that has a birthday coming up. She's a total Twilight nut and is always talking about it, so I thought, alright, what better way to preserve her obsession with Twilight than to put together a little trinket box, sort of Twilight. So I got a shadow box at Hobby Lobby that was brown, and I painted it red and black, tried to do a crackle effect on it, but the crackling didn't really work out so great, so it's really just kind of black smeared with some red streaks. And I'm going to try and avoid the glare here of the plastic by zooming in and out so you can actually see what's in there. Around the edges of the shadow box I put some black lace that has some bling in it. And then I also put a piece of cording on top of that was white that I sprayed red, and it turned out to be a little bit brighter red than I wanted, so I went over the top of that with some distress inks in black soot and a darker color of red, aged mahogany I think it is, and then I also sprayed it with a couple of different colors of glimmer mist, one kind of a dark silver color, and then went over the top of that with pearl. And down in the corner here I have a red artificial flower that I glimmer misted with the pearl color, and I've got a little piece of bling here that is actually an Artie Cake charm, and another piece here that I got at Michael's, and some paper flowers that have also been glimmer misted. And let me try and zoom in a little bit here. Okay. Now, she really likes Jacob. So, alright, let me try and get the charm here. I printed out a picture of Jacob from the internet, and I backed it with chipboard and then cut it out and inked around the edges. And in the corner here I have hung a Dreamcatcher charm. And then well, first of all, I suppose I should tell you, the paper that I used in the background is from the Immortal Love Stack from DCWV. And I cut out the moon from one of the pieces of paper, and I popped it up on some foam tape, and then I glued a wolf charm on top of that. And then I also have a quote that is from Jacob, I believe from the book, not from the movie, but it says, "Have you ever had a secret you couldn't tell anyone?" I have read the books and seen the movies, but not enough to determine which came from which, which quote came from which. And then I also glued a little apple down here. And then I printed out a picture from the internet that was the picture that was on each one of the book covers. And up there dangling is a piano charm and a music note charm. And then here is a little domino that I printed out the name of each one of the movies and the dates that they came out, and I glued that down in the corner. And then over here are some paper flowers and an artificial flower with a sparkly brad in the center. And then here are the little tiny books from that I totally swiped the idea from Jaizella, who's Lavish Laces on YouTube, and I'll put her link below. And over here is a white rose that I cut apart and stuck over there. And right here, whoops, sorry, right here is a frame that came from Michael's $1.50 bin that it was purple, and I painted it red, and then went over the top of it with some black acrylic paint, and then also sprayed it with some glimmer mist. And in the corner of that is another artificial flower that's been glimmer misted, and then a bottle cap that I altered, and it says, "If you don't like Twilight, well then you're just stupid." And then in the middle here I have tucked kind of a white frosty looking spray, and a piece of red bling next to that came from Michaels. And then up here in this little box, I took a frame that I got from Michaels, and I printed off a couple of pictures of Edward and Bella from the internet, and I put those in there, along with some paper flowers and a little cameo piece that came, I'm trying to remember, I think either Joann's or Hobby Lobby, and a key charm, and then just kind of a dangly, pretty bead charm. And on top of that, a couple more, another cluster of paper flowers, and a chipboard piece up there in the corner that says Twilight Junkie. And right here is a chess piece charm, and then the quote that we probably all of us Twilight fans probably recognize. And so the lion fell in love with the lamb. And then up here is a piece of Recollections bling. And I should probably also mention that the shadow box did not come with the boxes that are inside of it. I actually put these together with some chipboard so I could have a couple of little compartments to stick things in and on. So yeah, that was fun putting those together myself, but they actually did turn out pretty decent. I just lined them with paper from the collection and then painted around the edges with a black sparkly kind of paint, not really metallic, but it had glitter in it. And I lined also the outside of each one of those with some really pretty chiffon, red chiffon fabric that has bling embedded in it. And I think that's probably everything in there. Hopefully I did a halfway decent job avoiding the glare. And I hope my friend likes it, and I am glad to be done with it. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.